What's up, people? I am back for another video. Today, since I'm gonna be seeing Beast tomorrow with Idris Elba, movie about a killer lion, I felt like it was time to review, in my opinion, a very underrated movie that doesn't get talked about much. In my opinion, one of Val Kilmer's best movies, called The Ghost in the Darkness, and it's actually based off a real story. The real story is a bunch of workers in Kenya who are building a railway who are getting killed by two man-eating lions. So, and a hunter killed them. So that's basically kind of what the movie is. But obviously it's a bit of Hollywood. They Hollywooded it up, but I thought they still did a pretty good take on it. I thought Val Kilmer as Lieutenant Peterson was great, and then you have Michael Douglas as Remington. He was great. I thought their dynamic was awesome. And like I mentioned, it's very much just land jaws. I mean, it's not in the pacing, but it's you got these killer animals, and the way they built up the lions in this movie is very well done. The lions are a threat. They feel like to me, what makes a good creature feature is the creature itself. The creature has to feel like a threat, has to feel like, oh, it's a danger. And the lions in this movie are. And the kills are great. They're not over the top, but, they're pretty brutal, and especially some of the aftermath scenes. And like I said, it's a very simple movie. I mean, it's a hunt. Essentially, the whole movie is a hunt. You have good characters. You have Beaumont, who plays he's the financier who hires Peterson. You have Samuel, who's like one of the Africans who helps, and I actually like his character. Like, they all have a pretty good character, and then Charles Remington, Michael Douglas was great. He's and he has his own little he speaks with this tribe of hunters, and the title Ghost in the Darkness is based because of how the lions hunt. And yeah, just an all-around great movie. I kind of wish it got a bit more play, but it's understandable. It probably just wasn't big at the time, and a bunch of other stuff came out. So, but it's an underrated movie. I definitely recommend it if you want to especially if you like killer animal movies. I heavily recommend this one. It's very fun. You have good characters. You have the setting is awesome. There's a lot of suspense. I think, there's the scenes where the lions are just dragging people away from the tent are very well done. And yeah. And I think it's also a good period piece too, because it's like the year's 1898. I think it's the thing I read. Yeah, it was 1898. So I think that they did a good job making it a good period piece, but yeah, very well done. If I were to give this out of a 10, a 9, but yeah, Ghost in the Darkness is a great movie. Tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to do a video, only because I don't know. If I do a video, it'll be in the morning. It might be a rant. Actually, you know what I might do? I'll do a Villains I Love. Finally, I'll do it in the morning tomorrow. And I'm gonna see Bullet, and I want to review Bullet Train, so I'll probably have to do that one either next week or something. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on Ghost in the Darkness. Movie is with Robert Beaumont needing because he's building a railway in Kenya, and he needs someone to hunt was killing his workers, so he hires Lieutenant Peterson, Val Kilmer, who I think is a great character and is a great hunter and has different methods of how to try to take the animals down. Even a scene where he tries to make like a trap, but it doesn't work, but the idea of it does. And so he has to. So he ends up going, and this is where we meet Samuel and Dr. Hawthorne, who I also think was a really good character in this movie too. Basically, he gives the lowdown on what's going on. Workers are getting killed by a lion, and they even mention this is where we get the name drop of Ghost in the Darkness. And so that night, he goes on a hunt with like this. I don't remember the character's name, but he was like kind of like the comedy of the movie a bit. But yeah, he goes hunting with him, and he ends up killing a lion, seemingly, and and the workers are all cheering, and things go seemingly well for a bit, and then jump a few weeks later, a worker is dragged away in his tent. And one thing I really like too is the lions are actual lions. I think that's awesome. Because the one thing about Beast I'm hearing is the CGI is terrible. And I'm a little disappointed. It's like, I don't know if they don't want to use real animals anymore just because of like potential backlash. But we need to go back to using real animals. At least for like, when you're CGIing like a lion, like, come on, you can fucking use a real one. Or at least, or make the CGI look good. But anyway, that's aside, right? And I have to watch the movie, so I can't really speak on if the lion looked, because I thought it looked okay in the trailer, but that was on my phone, so. But yeah, back to this movie. I really do like that there were actual lions. So yeah, the lions dragged away a worker. So Abdullah, one of the workers, kind of starts like a little, like, not a riot, but like the workers protest kind of deal because of like, what's been going on. And Beaumont even comes back. And I recognize him as the villain from Rush Hour. He's from the first one. So I think he plays a really good asshole, because that's kind of what he was in this. He was just a posh British asshole. And that's pretty much what he was in this movie. So he threatens to fire Peterson if he doesn't like do the job right. So Peterson tries to set up like a trap where he's gonna have people with guns waiting while the lion comes in there, and it initially seemingly works, but then the lion gets out and the workers don't end up killing it. And then that night, another attack happens, and this is, I think, the next day is where this is where we meet Charles Remington, Michael Douglas's character, who is actually of the land. He actually knows Samuel, and he's helps with the hunt, and he actually has like works with this like tribe of groups. And I like that they get the aesthetic right, and just everything about this movie is just very well done. You have good characters, and it doesn't just feel like a creature feature. So so they initially go on that night to go hunt the lion, and Beaumont borrows a gun from Dr. Hawthorne, and initially has the shot to kill the lion, but the gun doesn't work, and the lion runs off. So he fucks up the hunt that day. The lions are a threat throughout the film. Like, they're not just easily killed. Like, anytime and also it is like 1898, so guns they're still not fully like advanced yet. And I like too, like, the lions are a threat, like, kind of like what made Jaws a great film was the shark itself was a threat when you saw it. But like with the lions in this movie, like when they're killing and the way that people are talking about them and the way they talk about the ghosts and the darkness and the, like how the lion, like it's they make these lions are like demons, man, and it's very well done, and that's why I really like this movie, and I kind of wish it got more play because the story itself is just really interesting. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's a really interesting story. So, I'm gonna jump ahead a bit, and Peterson manages to kill the first lion, and they celebrate, but then he notices the other lion's gone, so they basically now have to try to kill the last lion. And we get a pretty like cool scene of like a good like not PTSD, but like how much this like whole thing is fucking him up. He has a dream of his wife who coming back, and then she gets fucking killed by a lion. I liked how well that was done. And the CGI, at least for the jump, was pretty well done too for the time. It's like 96 when this film came out. So, yeah, so they set out and hunt the last lion. And the last lion causes some issues, but they managed to. But Peterson tries his a makeshift like tower thing he made, which I like how Peterson's just creative with like his little traps he tries to build. Even though they don't work, it's still like he attempts it. It's just a good character thing, and I think like I like that they try to put that detail in there. Like even though it is just because they could have just had this just be dumb killer lion movie. Like I like that they actually try to make this an actual legitimately good film. Don't get me wrong, I'm okay with like the B killer animal movies where it's just the animals just killing people for an hour and a half and there's no real story and there's no characterization really. You're just watching like Piranha, which I'm going to eventually review those movies. I probably might review them sometime. It'll definitely be sometime soon. Maybe early September. Probably when I finish. Maybe not next week, but the week after I might do them. Because I think those movies are fun. But those movies are kind of what are the personification, especially the second one, where it's more about just the creature, like destruction and seeing it fuck shit up. Whereas this movie actually tries to have a story, like kind of like what Jaws did. So, but that's why I do appreciate this film for. But yeah, so Peterson manages to kill the last lion, and pretty much, they celebrate, and he gets to sees his wife and his kid for the first time. And the score is actually really good too. I gotta say, the score is very underrated. Not the aesthetic, but like the jungle setting and the tension when they're just in the jungle and then the lion attacks, or just when they're sleeping and then you see the lion drag away the people. It's very well done. Just an awesome movie. I kind of wish it like just got a bit more popularity, but I don't know. Whatever reason, it just didn't do great. But I think it's an awesome movie. Definitely very well done. I figured it made sense to review it now because I'm going to go see Beast. So we'll see how it compares. I don't think it will compare, but we'll see. 9 out of 10. I heavily recommend it, especially if you just like the story. I actually also recommend just looking into the actual story of the Salvo Lions because it's a crazy story. I've always been a fan of like big cats, so when I heard about that story, like, man, it's crazy. And the fact that it does feel like it was right for a movie, just because like it does seem like something out of a movie. Killer lions just killing workers at a railroad. Yeah. But yeah, awesome film. Michael Douglas was great. The chemistry between him and Val Kilmer was great. Just all around a great film. So, more people should watch it. So, tomorrow I'll be doing a video. It should be in the morning. I will be doing finally that Hans Gruber video. I actually did it, but because my phone ran out of space, I must have because I had to delete videos, like old videos. I had to clear space. I probably accidentally deleted it. So I'm gonna do it in the morning so I can get some now. And then Sunday, even if I'm not here, I'll still probably do a video. I'll probably review. No, I'll review Bullet Train. We'll do Beast sometime next week. I'll squeeze that in next week. Unless it's like meh or something. If it's like super meh, I probably won't review it then. Because I don't review every single new movie. But I'll review Orphan though. Because I do want to review the first one again. So I'm going to watch the first one next week. So I might as well just throw it in the review thing. In the review pile. So I'll review the second one. But if Beast is like meh, I probably won't review it. So I'll review Bullet Train on Sunday. So Sunday night. So, but other than that, I am going to cheers one more time, and I'll see y'all tomorrow morning. Fuck the Biden administration. Fuck the Biden administration. Peace.